The sight of Chinese ships retreating from the West Philippine Sea is a powerful image of their unexpected defeat. What led to this unexpected turn of events? Now it has transformed into a scene of their swift and humiliating retreat, a stark contrast to their previous displays of power. The once mighty Chinese vessels, bearing the weight of their nation's ambition, now cut through the waves in full retreat. The sight of these ships, which once symbolized China's growing influence, now moving away in haste, is a powerful image of their unexpected defeat. Their flags, symbols of claimed dominance, hang limp in the wind, a testament to their defeat. These flags, which once fluttered proudly, now tell a different story, a story of retreat and loss. On the horizon, the Philippine flag flies high, a beacon of defiance, a symbol of victory. This flag, waving proudly in the wind, represents the resilience and determination of the Philippine people. The Philippine Coast Guard, once dwarfed by their Chinese counterparts, now stand tall, chests puffed with newfound confidence. Their ships, which once seemed small and insignificant next to the Chinese fleet, now sail with a sense of pride and accomplishment. Their eyes, hardened by years of Chinese intimidation, now gleam with the satisfaction of victory. These men and women who have faced countless challenges now look forward with hope and determination. The message is clear. The West Philippine Sea belongs to the Philippines. This body of water, which has been the subject of so much conflict, is now firmly under Philippine control. The dragon has been repelled. The once feared Chinese naval presence is now a distant memory as the Philippine Coast Guard takes its rightful place in these waters. This moment marks a significant turning point in the region's history, a testament to the power of resilience and determination. China's actions in the West Philippine Sea were a masterclass in overconfidence. Blinded by their growing economic and military might, they overplayed their hand. They believed their claims, etched on ancient maps and fueled by nationalist fervor, were enough to claim the entire sea. Their actions were swift and brazen. Artificial islands sprouted from the sea, transformed into military outposts. Fishing fleets, backed by maritime militia, swarmed disputed waters, harassing and intimidating Filipino fishermen. China flexed its muscles, expecting the Philippines and the world to cower. They were wrong. The Philippines, though initially hesitant, found its voice. The nation, once overshadowed by larger powers, began to assert its sovereignty and stand up for its rights. The people rallied together, showing a united front against external pressures. They refused to be bullied. The Coast Guard patrolled their waters with renewed determination, and the military stood firm, ready to defend their territory. Protests erupted across the nation, with citizens demanding respect for their country's sovereignty. They took their case to the international court, exposing China's aggression to the world. The legal team meticulously presented evidence, highlighting the violations and seeking justice on the global stage. The court ruled in their favor, declaring China's claims baseless. This landmark decision was a significant victory, not just for the Philippines, but for international law and order. This legal victory emboldened the Philippines. Celebrations erupted nationwide, with officials and citizens alike rejoicing in this triumph. Press conferences were held, and the message was clear. The Philippines would not back down. They found allies in the international community. Diplomatic efforts intensified, and the Philippines garnered support from various nations. Leaders from around the world extended their hands in solidarity, recognizing the importance of standing together. Countries like the United States, Japan, and Australia, alarmed by China's actions, increased their naval presence in the region. Their ships sailed in formation, a powerful symbol of unity and strength. They conducted joint exercises with the Philippines, bolstering their defense capabilities. These drills were not just about military readiness, but also about building trust and cooperation among allies. This show of solidarity sent a clear message to China. They were not alone. The international community stood with the Philippines, ready to support and defend the principles of sovereignty and justice. The united front that emerged was a testament to the power of collaboration and the shared commitment to peace and stability in the region. The pressure mounted. The international condemnation, the strengthened alliances, and the unwavering resolve of the Philippines all culminated in China's inevitable retreat. Their bluff was called, their aggression exposed. One by one, Chinese vessels began to withdraw from contested areas. Artificial islands, once teeming with activity, stood silent, monuments to China's miscalculation. The dragon, wounded and humiliated, slunk back to its lair. The world watched in astonishment as China, the rising superpower, backed down. It was a moment that many thought would never come. A David versus Goliath story unfolding in real time. The tension had been building for months, with diplomatic talks failing and military posturing escalating. But in the end, the collective will of the international community prevailed. Newspapers across the globe splashed images of retreating Chinese ships and jubilant Filipinos on their front pages. Headlines screamed of an unexpected but welcome turn of events. The streets of Manila were filled with celebrations as people danced and sang, waving flags and holding up signs of victory. It was a sight to behold, a nation united in joy and relief. From Washington to Tokyo, from Canberra to London, the message was the same: aggression would not stand. World leaders took to their podiums, praising the resilience and courage of the Filipino people. They spoke of a new era of cooperation and mutual respect, where the rule of law would be upheld and smaller nations would not be bullied into submission. This wasn't just a victory for the Philippines, it was a victory for all nations who valued freedom of navigation and the rule of law. The open seas, a lifeline for global trade and communication, were now a symbol of collective strength and unity. Maritime flags from various countries fluttered in the wind, a testament to the international solidarity that had made this victory possible. It was a testament to the power of collective action and the importance of standing up to bullies, no matter how big or powerful. People from all walks of life, from different corners of the globe, had come together to support a just cause. This victory was a reminder that when united, humanity could overcome even the most daunting challenges. It was a beacon of hope, a signal that justice and freedom would always find a way to prevail. Behind the facade of strength, cracks began to appear in the Chinese Communist Party's armor. The retreat from the West Philippine Sea exposed their vulnerabilities, their miscalculations. Murmurs of discontent arose within the party ranks. Nationalist fervor, once a tool for the party, threatened to turn against them. The economic fallout from their aggressive actions began to bite, fueling further unrest. The carefully constructed image of China as an unstoppable force had been shattered. For the Philippines, the victory brought a new era of confidence and self-belief. They had stared down a giant and emerged victorious. They had proven that even a small nation, with the backing of international law and strong allies, could stand up to a bully. This victory brought with it a sense of responsibility. The Philippines, now a beacon of hope for other nations facing similar threats, embraced their role as a champion of a free and open Indo-Pacific. They knew their fight was far from over, but they were ready. The West Philippine Sea remained a potential flashpoint. China, though wounded, was unlikely to give up its claims entirely. The dragon, licking its wounds, would be back. The future of the region depended on the continued resolve of the Philippines and its allies. It depended on their commitment to upholding international law and deterring further Chinese aggression. The stakes were high, the waters treacherous, but the Philippines had tasted victory and they would not relinquish it easily. China, a nation with a long history and a penchant for playing the long game, would be analyzing its mistakes. They would be looking for weaknesses to exploit, opportunities to reassert their dominance. The world watched with bated breath. Would China learn from its mistakes, choosing diplomacy and cooperation over coercion, or would they double down on their aggressive tactics, risking further isolation and conflict? The answer remained shrouded in uncertainty. The victory in the West Philippine Sea was not a time for complacency, it was a call to action. A call for all nations to stand together to defend the rules-based international order. It was a call to support nations like the Philippines who were on the front lines of this struggle. The future of the Indo-Pacific, a region of immense economic and strategic importance, depended on it. The time for vigilance was now. The fight for a free and open Indo-Pacific had just begun.